are not simply the keeper of the seas, but we are the keeper of our global way of life as well. We are the primary guarantors of peace, prosperity, and maintain the open flow of goods on the oceans. Happy 246th birthday, shipmates. See you in the fleet.
Well, that was the Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Mike Gilday, and his wife Linda delivering a birthday message to the Navy, which is celebrating its 246th birthday today. Joining us now is California congressional candidate and a 13-year Navy veteran, Joe Collins. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So how important is it for you that more members of Congress are elected that have served in the military?
Well, I think it's extremely important. You know, happy birthday to the United States Navy. But what's going on with our military right now is just extremely sad. We turned from a world-renowned fighting force to a social woke culture. And I think that's completely terrible. But that's what you get when you have a lot of bureaucrats who have never served in our country's military making rules and laws for our military. It's completely sad. So I absolutely agree that, you know, our people who are running for Congress should have some type of military experience.
Well, I mean, and I think that's a really interesting thing because we know that that number has waned. We actually have been highlighting a lot of folks who are running for office right now. Do you get any support from fellow veterans to help your campaign?
Oh, yes, all the time. I mean, our support comes from everybody across the United States. You know, I was a recruiter for 3.5 years. I ran a #1 recruiting station in Fort Worth, Texas, and a lot of the young people who I've helped jumpstart their career call me and tell me, you know, we're supporting you. We love what you're doing. You've always been a great influence and keep it up. So, yes, absolutely.
Before we go real quick, what's the biggest thing you'd like to say to your former shipmates and current men and women in uniform?
Well, one thing I would like to say is stay the course. Don't let the social woke culture change the fact that the United States Navy is a fighting force and you have an obligation to protect our allies home and abroad. So just keep that in mind. And once I get in Congress and I beat Maxine Waters, I'm going to make sure that we get legislation passed and make sure that our veterans are taken care of and that our military service members are taken care of as well.
Joe, thanks for being here and good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you so much.
All right.
You know, Lindsay, it's interesting. It's great that he's putting himself out there and continuing to serve. We're going to highlight many more of these veterans, especially in the coming months, who are taking a shot at running for Congress, whether it's Congress or other offices, because he's got a point there. And if you're going to make these big decisions, at least having people in Congress or in the State House that can say to their other colleagues, hey, when you pass this, you know, piece of legislation, this is how it's going to affect the people who actually serve, that are going to live the results of this legislation. They're going to have to deploy, they're going to have to defend it. Whether it's the National Guard at the state level or the federal troops that Congress has a lot of sway over, obviously. Yeah,
I think it's so important. I don't think it can be overstated enough that the people who serve in the military understand the way this country runs in a different way, and it's great to have them in Congress. Again, happy birthday to the Navy. My grandfather was a sailor, so I know he's celebrating today and probably watching as well. That's our show.
Hey, thanks for being part of our company. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.